Schools are really interested to see how they can get personal learning devices into the classroom. And we have to ascertain whether it's about the devices or whether it's about children's learning. So we need to talk to schools about where iPads fit into their school improvement programme, whether they want to focus on literacy, maths, parental engagement or some other aspect.
Well, learning is really important at Osborne, and everything is about learning, whether it be learning skills that are going to help in life, whether it's academic skills, it's all about learning. So every penny counts, every minute counts, and all our resources count. So we've got to make sure that our money is well spent and that there is impact. Therefore, we wouldn't have continued with this project if we thought that it wasn't contributing to learning.
This is a Year 3 classroom and we're currently doing a guided reading lesson with the iPads. The programme that they're on is called Reading Eggs and it's reinforcing that you're learning on your own and learning's not always from me.
Reading Eggs is just about learning. It's about learning about words and like sentences.
It's a really good tool for assessment for learning because you can see what they've done but also share their work with other children so then that they can put it in to practice themselves.
Teachers do start to see an impact on pupils' attainment in literacy, numeracy, problem solving, creativity, right across the board. The tool itself will never be a bad thing in the classroom, but with the right teacher and the right curriculum focus and the right educational app, it really does mean that children can be inspired and enabled to go that bit further.
I can only talk about this year and last year, and what I've found is that this class had a bit of trouble with maths last year, so I've given that a high focus and we've really worked at using the iPads and using technology to help them and to motivate them, and they have made a great deal more progress this year than last year.
Because it's 250p is 100 and 5 times 20 is 100.
And that is across the board. That's been the children that have been hard to reach as well. If you've used the iPad, you don't have evidence to show someone else as you would in their books. But that's of less concern to me than moving the children on in the lesson, doing it as quickly as possible rather than waiting for the next lesson or the following week, so we can respond immediately. There's never a problem with differentiation. I can move them on, and we are very keen on that in this school, engagement and challenge, and the iPads have helped us do that.
Use your return key, that pushes it down. In this classroom, we use iPads at least in 3 or 4 lessons during a day. There isn't a day that goes by without them being used at least that much.
We go on Book Creator and design a book, and we use summaries or you write your books. Sometimes we start at school and then we might do it at home to finish it off.
Some children use their iPads to do guided reading independent tasks. There will always be a group that's doing Reading Express, for instance, which is again reading comprehension. They can comment on books. A lot of children find it easier to comment on Reading Express than to sit and write a book review. Okay, so pass them round to the right so that you've got somebody else's, and give your partner feedback on what they need to do to improve what you've done so far.
The boys in particular enjoy using the iPad for writing. So for example, we use an app called Book Creator, and we've had boys going home doing writing and bringing it in to show the rest of us. So because that immediate access to the internet, the ability to take photographs, insert them into topics that they really enjoy and like to write about.
It's really important that children have all got iPads because it gives us that flexibility when we're working. If we have something that crops up very quickly, we can use the iPads to actually do some research. It's become pretty seamless in class now when we're using the iPads because of the fact that the children are so used to them and how to use them that we very often gear our lessons around being able to use the iPad within that lesson.
We've had the iPad for 2 years, about 2 years, because we got them in year 4. They're better because in year 4 we had to always run down to the computer suite to get the laptops to do things, but now we can just do it all on our iPad.
The iPads have certainly increased the quality and standard of learning within school. It's engaged the children far more. They're very enthusiastic to use the iPads, and now they're developing their technical ability in using an iPad, and it's helped their learning immensely. It's really taken them forwards in leaps and bounds.
Our topic is castles, and we're using our iPad to make an e-book. I take my iPad home, and then at home, if I have some spare time, I'll go on the internet, get some facts, and then write it down on my iPad. I don't mind where I do it.
It is a tool to be used. It will have problems, but the benefits will far outweigh all the problems that you have in a classroom because, again, the key thing to it is the engagement of the children. They love the iPads, they love working with them. The enthusiasm that they come in each day has also impacted on other lessons. We use them in maths, we use them in literacy, we're using them in our topic work. We're even using them in our art and DT. So it has tremendous benefits.
Osborne Schools are particularly good at measuring impact within different parts of their curriculum. And sometimes people will say it's not the iPad that's done that, but it's everything that goes around the iPad. So the iPad is probably a catalyst for change and for engaging children in the learning.
Birmingham eLearning Foundation is a charity, and if we can help you wherever you are, we can be reached at www.belf.org.uk.